Hi friends, today we're talking about how a theme is developed in a passage. When we think about how a theme is developed in a story, we first have to figure out what the theme is anyway. The theme is the message that the author wants us to take away from the story. Often we can figure this out by looking at a lesson that one of the characters learned. In this story we have two characters, the wolf, who happens to be starving yet loves his freedom, and the dog, who is well fed and happily enslaved to a master. We have to think to ourselves, which character learns the lesson? In this case, it's the wolf. The next thing we have to do is we have to take a look at the character's actions. We're going to look at mostly the wolf's actions, but also a little bit from the dog. Throughout the story, this wolf becomes more and more aware of what's best for him. In the beginning, he's looking for food. That's the best thing for him because he doesn't want to starve. Then he ends up finding the dog, and he has a conversation with the dog. The wolf finds out that the dog has a pretty good job, and he seems really well fed, but then he notices this mark on the dog's neck, and he learns that the dog is chained up all day. And he starts to think, well, maybe this isn't the best thing for me. Finally, we see the dog make his ultimate decision about whether or not he wants to live like the dog. When he leaves in disgust after finding out that the dog is fed table scraps in exchange for being chained up and obedient to a master. We might argue that the theme here is freedom, or that freedom is more important than anything else. It's the most important thing above all else, something along those lines, something that has to do with freedom. One of the strategies that you could use to look for the development of the theme is to find the key events in the passage that relate to the theme. So you might want to draw stars in the text to show that these are the key details and key events that show the development of the theme. Then you might want to paraphrase these key details and key events into your own words and explain how they relate to the theme. You would then want to write your Ray model to answer the question, starting with answering the question. If the question is, how is the theme developed in the passage? You might start out by saying the theme is developed in the passage through the character's actions. Then you could give some text evidence from the story, including the actions of the characters or the key events in the story that show the development of the theme. Then relate those ideas to the theme. I hope this helps explain to you how to find the theme of the story and how to explain how the theme is developed in the passage. Have a great day, guys. Bye.